Welcome back to the Wolfpack. Today we're going to be having the game versus Ipswich in the league. But first, I just want to show some stuff from our inbox. The first thing is that Kurt got Young Player of the Month for March, and Iorfa got second place from that. Kurt had averaging a 7.77, but Iorfa averaged an 8.3 throughout the entire month, which is kind of crazy. Not the goal of the month, what I click on. And I got Manager of the Month, winning 80% of the games. Ironically, the guy we're playing next got second place in that competition. In that award, whatever. But obviously, from that, you can tell that we had a pretty good month. And we definitely did. A lot of crazy stuff happened, actually. So last time was the 1-1 draw versus Middlesbrough. And then we went and beat Bristol City at home. It was the most convincing win. Took a late goal from Ebanks Landell to seal it, but a win's a win. Then the crazy thing that happened, we went away and drew 3-3 with Everton in the FA Cup. I don't know why I never record the FA Cup games or the Capital One Cup games because we always seem to do well. And I just think we're going to lose, which obviously hasn't happened. But yeah, they were up 3-0, and I just decided to turn our tactic that we were using on the counter, and then we ended up just scoring 3 against them, 2 from Phoebe, 1 from Kurt, and I have no idea how that happened. I was just sitting there in awe, didn't want to change anything. Then we won 2-1 away at Burnley. They scored an early goal, and we responded immediately with Zivkovic, and then Kurt sealed it after halftime. It was kind of a nervy game at the end. They had a couple more chances, but we came out the game with the win. Then somehow we won 2-1 away. 2-1 at home in the replay against Everton. It was another game. We were really impressive. Everyone played very well, and we're in the next round. But of course, next round we have Chelsea in the semifinal. We beat Chelsea earlier in the season, I believe. It would be Chelsea 4-3 at home earlier in the season in the Capital One Cup. Maybe we can do it again. This time it's at a neutral site, so we don't have the home field advantage. But you never know. Anything could happen with this team, apparently. The next game, we beat Birmingham City, who were near bottom of the table, 4-1 at home, and it was a dominant win. They tied it up 1-1, and I got kind of scared, but outside of that, we completely controlled the game. A big part of this run of form that we've been on was that was it this game? Maybe in the Burnley game. It was the Burnley game. Zivkovic came back, and he has been great in these couple games. He didn't score in this one, but I think he had an assist on the Jack Price goal, and he scored one in the Birmingham City game. We were really missing something on the right side. James Henry had been playing pretty well. He got man of the match for this game or the Everton game, I'm not sure. But he had been playing pretty well, but Zivkovic is like a whole different level of a player. So having him is really big. And one thing that did happen, Denny Bath decided that he wanted to play for India. He has 3 caps for India now, which is weird. I didn't even know they had Indian nationality, but it was the game versus Burnley, and he was on international duty randomly. We actually had a lot of guys on international duty. That's why Martinez is in right now. That's why Phoebe didn't play the last game. They were all out on international duty. Today we should have a full strength squad, I do believe. Who else was? There was someone else who was out on international duty too. It was Iorfa was. He was even though Byron played really well in his place, but Byron and Doherty are both keep asking me about playing more, even though Iorfa's has been playing extremely well. So I'm not sure what to do about that. In the meantime, we'll actually have Kurt on the left. In the meantime, we'll just try to rotate him in whenever we can, but it's kind of difficult when you have a guy who's playing as well as Iorfa has been recently. Same thing with Kevin McDonald. Jack Price has been playing really well, so I've been starting him over McDonald, and he's younger. But I'll probably end up selling McDonald in the summer because he really likes to complain. I did put in a bid for Mike Williamson again, just like a couple of days ago. We can probably go and see that. It was for like 160K. Yeah, they accepted it, but then he wanted like 35 grand a week to play, which I'm not giving a 32-year-old center back 30 anything grand a week to play. He wouldn't even be coming in until next season, obviously. So I just decided to cancel it. Maybe I'll look at him again next season to see if he's willing to take less money, because I only went in for him again because he had turned down a contract extension with Newcastle, but his contract didn't expire still until next season, I believe. So it wasn't like I was gonna get him on a free or anything. I just wanted to see how much he wanted, and he wanted way too much. But going to this game versus Ipswich are in seventh, I believe, or sixth, somewhere around there. We should definitely win this game. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. They're in seventh. We've created a large gap at the top of the table. Cardiff have fallen off a little bit. They're in third now instead of second. Their goal difference is still really bad, which is weird. But yeah, we should definitely beat Ipswich in this game. We've been dominant, even though early in the game we haven't done the best, but we've been killing teams so far. So this should be a pretty good win for us. So far, obviously nothing has happened, which is good and bad that we haven't given up a goal yet. I have a highlight here. Oh crap! Hold on. I don't know why I don't sort this out before I start the actual episode. I'm an idiot. That went way too fast for me to tell what was happening. And the highlight's over because I am dumb and didn't change the speed of the highlights. Here's another highlight right away, luckily. And Zivkovic plays over, who can hit it up to Godzilla or not. Zivkovic is really like one of the best players. Like if you have an extra like million or two sitting around, go and sign Zivkovic. He'll come to a championship side or a lower Premier League side, obviously. And that's a goal for Jack Price. Is he offside? Nope. Onside. 6 goals season for Jack Price. He scored in another game, I believe, too. He's been really good for us this season, too. And that was that assist by Zivkovic? We'll have to see. Nope. It was some kind of an assist by Iorfa. I swear these highlights were just working perfectly in the game I played before this. I had them on so that it wouldn't do this during the live com, but obviously my computer just doesn't like it when I record. But yeah, that's good. Assist by Iorfa. He's, as I said, he won Young Player of the Month, and no, he got second Young Player of the Month. He should have won it. Kurt, oh my God, we just gave up that ridiculous goal. I don't know if it was ridiculous, but Akime definitely should have done better right there. There's no way he should have let that in. And we just didn't mark the guy running into the center of our. Yeah, and Akime should have definitely done better. That was just bad from our defense in general. Hopefully we can get a goal back because that was terrible. Not sure who was supposed to be marking him right there, but they deserve to be fired. I don't think there's any change I really need to make going to halftime, though. We played well. We just gave up their one shot on target that I didn't realize at the time, which happens way too much on this game. I see that I have a couple other sets going on right now, and I see that so much where a team will have, 4 shots, one of them go on target, and that's the one that goes in, and then you lose 1-0. It's real annoying. There's nothing else to say about that. It's just incredibly annoying. I'm just gonna go straight into halftime. I would not go straight into halftime, straight into the second half. Hopefully we can get something better out of this half than a draw. Afobe doesn't seem to have been have been doing much since Zivkovic come back into the team. I'm not sure if they're like Zivkovic is like interfering with Afobe's juju or whatever, but hopefully that isn't like a actual long-term problem. Right now, a whole lot of nothing's happening. 60 minutes in. They've come back into the game. They have 48% of possession. They've had 7 shots. They still didn't have a clear-cut chance, though, which is annoying. Alrighty. 71st minute, and nothing has happened in the second half. I'm going to take Ojo off. Actually, something I did in the last game. I took off. I moved the forward back to the shadow striker role and brought Sigurdarsson on up front as a poacher. He ended up getting a goal in the last game, I think. And we're going to take off Kyron Cody for McDonald and switch these two around. Hopefully that'll let us score a goal in these last 20 minutes. I can't read. We've been crap the second half. We've really let Ipswich come into it for some reason. Not exactly sure why. But yeah, hopefully we can get a goal and actually win a live com, which I don't remember the last time we actually won a live com. Live com was we've been on such a good run of form that we don't want to end it versus Ipswich at home, especially. Godzilla on the left. Hopefully Zivkovic misses. He never misses those. That's heartbreaking right there. Zivkovic almost always puts those away. I'm not sure what else I can do. We sucked in the second half of this game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We were terrible. That's the end of the game. You drew 1-1 with Ipswich, which is awful. Team sucks. They're all getting fired after this game. I hate them all. And actually, because that game was so boring, I think we have a game coming up really soon versus Milton Keynes. So I'll actually do that game this episode too. So I'll see you at the start of that game. And Ojo gets injured in the 16th minute. Of course he does. I guess we'll move the Phobie back again. We don't really have anybody else coming in that spot. Kurt was really tired after the last game. This game was only like 2 days afterwards. That's why a lot of the other positions had to be rotated too. But having that injury happen so early, and I'm an idiot because I wasn't paying attention. Hold on. Having that injury happen so early really hurts. Because you don't have to make a substitution that early in the game when you don't really know how it's going so far. And hopefully it doesn't hurt our chances too much. Ojo's been a pretty good player for us this season. Not fantastic or anything, but he's been there when we needed him. MK has a highlight here. Hopefully we can do that and get the ball off of him. Sigurdarsson knocks the ball past his man. Hopefully he can score from this. That's never mind. But I said that was too wide of an angle, and he definitely shouldn't have shot from there. Could have cut it back to, I think it was Henry coming down the other side, but he didn't. So we still haven't had a shot on target yet in this game. 30 minutes in, which is not what you want to see. We have had all the possession though, and there's a Phobie out on the wing a little bit, and Henry and the Price scores. That's his second goal in 2 games, I think, for us. He's, like I said in the last game, he's been really good for us this season. Hopefully he can keep it up going into the last stretch of this year. Here we go with the skating again. But yeah, it's a good turn on the ball and finish by Price. I'm sure if we could have seen it completely, you would be able to tell that. That's a good goal from us. Seemed deserves. They haven't really been in the game much so far, but we also haven't had a clear-cut chance. It was our first shot on target, which I usually get angry about, so we kind of have FM'd so far. Yeah, it's a pretty average first half. Nothing special, really. Jack Price obviously playing 8.5, even though it's kind of odd that he was that far forward now that I'm thinking about it, because we're on counter and he's playing as the ball-winning midfielder, not the center midfielder. Why is McDonald looking switched off? I can't stand him sometimes. It's like I don't know what to do about him. But hopefully we can just, now that, because we're already on counter, we can just keep hold of the ball and hit him on a counter if we need to, or just hold on to this win. That'll be fine by me. Sigurdsson isn't playing great, but whatever. We don't need him to right now since we're winning. Of course. 82nd minute here, and Jack Price picks up a calf strain, which, knowing my luck, is probably going to be out for like another year or something. I don't know how you get out for a year from calf strain, but I wouldn't put it past FM at this point. I should probably take off somebody else right now too, just to freshen us up for the last second of this boring game. Actually, I'll leave it. It's fine. Actually, no. Bring on Tommy Rowe for Godzilla. Hadn't had the best game, and Rowe will also kind of firm us up at the back for the last little bit of the game. Oh crap! I completely forgot I was supposed to be talking over this. I'm an idiot. I was looking at something else. Hopefully we can clear this ball. That is not what you're supposed to do. Oh my god, that was the worst defending that I've seen out of this team in a really long time. But thankfully, they couldn't capitalize on it, and the Kim comes and catches the throw in. That they should have definitely scored from that. We were terrible right there. I'm not sure whose fault that was. I wasn't really paying attention. I think it was Byron's fault. Hopefully we don't just turn that shit in these last 3 minutes of this game, where we've been better marginally. They haven't had a shot on target yet, so they definitely don't deserve to get a goal at the end of this game. But you never know. Just go from Sigurdsson. He doesn't score very much, but that's his second header. I think he scored a couple games ago from a free kick. He got on the end of him. Hey, it looks much better now. Well, here he is on the cross, on the end of a James Henry cross, who the keeper tried his best but couldn't keep it out. That's Henry's second assist of the game. He's been pretty good for us when we haven't been able to play Zivkovic, who's on the bench this game. And yeah, they give us 82 points with 12 points clear off the team in second, which is Hull. Please just end the game. I don't want anybody to get hurt or anything in the last like couple seconds of this game. But yeah, like we're definitely in there for win the title. I'm not sure if that shouldn't do it officially because there's still like 6 or 7 games left. Not 6 or 7. I'm not sure how many games are left. Well, I guess we can check together and see how many games there are left in the season. We have another game coming up real quick, again against Blackburn. If that's at home, we should definitely win that game. We'll see how much further we have. We got 2 people in the team of the week, McAvoy and Byron. We secured a playoff spot. So, yeah. In a couple more games, we'll have secured promotion. That means for the next game, we're probably going to come back. We'll come back for the game versus Chelsea. Because knowing my luck, we'll come back for the game versus Chelsea. And then we'll get beaten like 9-0 or something. But hopefully, we'll come back versus Chelsea and it'll be an exciting game. And probably if we beat Hull after this game, we'll probably have sewn up the title. But at least if we get, 6 points out of these 3 games, we should have the title stood up. So, thanks for watching. This is episode like 8 or 9 of the Wolfpack. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment. And I hope you're having a good day. Peace.